My name is Ndeke, coach and founder of Ndeke Falcon Rugby team. I started this team in 2022. That was 1st May 2022. That was when I formed and started this team. Yeah, so the team is based in Ndeke Township. So our team is coaching and teaching rugby to kids from the ages of 8 and above. Yeah, so I started this team as a way of giving back to the sport of rugby for the many opportunities that it opened for me. Yeah, and as well as a way of growing and developing the sport in our local communities. I mean, I looked at Ndeke Town. We don't have any rugby activities going on, so that was one of the reasons as to why I started this team, as well as to help prevent the kids from engaging into bad vices. You know, this time and era, kids are getting into all sorts of trouble and mischievous activities. So in terms of motivation for the boys, like on weekends, most weekends, I do organize games for them, like curtain raiser games for them. Yeah, like especially we've got local teams here in Quito. We've got Quito Playing Fields, KPF, and we've also got Diggers. So whenever these two clubs have got home games, I try to take advantage of that opportunity for these guys to have game time, to go there, play curtain raiser games. Yeah, so that in itself, it acts as a motivation to the boys. It keeps them going, because at the end of the day, there's no way you can be doing something without seeing the results or seeing where you're going. So at least once the boys train for some time, I take them out there for exposure purposes. They get to play some games. We do invite Mufleupas Jr. or Diggers Academy or Ron from Rwanda. Then they get to compete. So once they go there, they get to see the role models. They get inspired by the senior guys, by watching the senior guys play. So I think in that aspect, the boys are slowly getting into the game. They are slowly getting motivated and they want to be like the senior guys that they go to watch them. Yeah. At the moment, sponsorship has been one of the biggest challenges. We are lacking sponsorship and funding. We've been trying to make efforts to seek audience with our MP, Mr. Kangombe, but he's yet to spare some time to meet us so that we can just get to discuss with him, so that we can see how best he can also come on board to help us. But we go out there to well wishes. Some people have come on board to help the team each and every time that we've got an outing. We've got people coming on board to help here and there with a few contributions, financial support, material support. But otherwise, the challenge is there. We're just hoping that going forward, something positive is going to come out. But we're still looking for sponsors to come on board. For the Ndeke community, I think the support is there. We've got a few people who've come on board to partner with us in terms of supporting the kids. One good example we've got is Davila Lodge. Yeah, I think they've come on board to help us in terms of conditioning the boys. Yeah, physical conditioning and physical well-being of the boys by offering us a slot to train in their gym. They've given us access to their gym. So in that aspect, in that area, our boys are getting their strength and conditioning from Davila Lodge gym, which is there. And if you well-to-do individuals from Ndeke community, do come on board to support us financially whenever they can, as well as material. Safe to say that the parents to these kids have been 100% supportive, because usually what I do whenever I bring on board new players, I usually give them consent letters so that I just get to seek consent from the parents to these kids. And from time to time, I do find time to interact with the parents to these kids. So Yeah, the support is good. They are 100% in support of the program that we're doing, and they've been very, very supportive. Yeah, so in terms of academics, when it comes to academics, usually I do spare time for the boys, especially when schools are on. Usually give them time to focus on academics and reduce on the training time. Like I adjust my training schedule compared to when they're on holidays. We have a all different training schedule and program. So once schools are on, we try to reduce on the training time and on the training days as well. Then in terms of pushing our boys and helping with their academics, we do try to chip in wherever we can in terms of support, sponsoring our boys with academic materials, school materials. Yeah, we try to help those because I mean, if you look at our community where we're coming from, most of these kids are underprivileged kids. Yeah, I think rugby in its natural form, it's a physical contact game. Yeah, so we do take all the necessary precautions that we need in terms of how we approach the games as well as the age group. So we take our boys in stages, like the beginners, the old guys, the old players, those who are familiar with the game. We don't usually mix them together to play contact or anything competitive. We always take them according to how they are progressing, and we always follow the guidelines of World Rugby, because this time around World Rugby has made so many changes that are trying to make our sport, rather our game, safe compared to the way it used to be back in the days. So we always try to adhere and follow the guidelines that World Rugby publishes each and every year. So in terms of our training, we follow those guidelines. Training, preparations, and everything. So safety-wise, we always take the necessary precautions that we should take in order to avoid exposing the kids or making them prone to injuries. Yeah, quite right. Rugby is a developing sport in our country at the moment, and it's still regarded as an amateur sport. Yeah, it's not yet professional or semi-professional. Only a few clubs are offering it at semi-professional level. We talk of the service teams, we talk of Arrows, Green Buffaloes, and Green Eagles. Yeah, these guys are the service team, so they are the only ones who are running rugby as a semi-professional sport. But at the moment, it's still regarded as amateur sport in our country. But going forward, we hope we'll develop to get to the levels of our colleagues and our neighbors. We talk of Zimbabwe, South Africa. So we are hoping for the best in the coming years. I think that's why we've even started this developmental program, because it's only through grassroots that we can develop as a nation. Yeah, so everything needs to start from grassroots, then we go up there. So in the next 5 years, I wish and hope to see Ndeke Falcon Rugby team grow into a big and competitive team that will also be able to contribute something towards the success of rugby in our country. Yeah, so for these boys, I mean, with rugby, we've got values in rugby. Yeah, we talk of passion, integrity, solidarity, discipline. Yeah, so with these values, we try to instill them into our players so that whenever they go out there, they will be able to set a good example. Whenever they're out there in the community, whenever they are in schools or any other public gathering, they will be able to apply the things that we teach them there, that we teach them here. So basically, we want these boys, to have discipline, to have respect, to be passionate about whatever they do, be it sport, anything that they are doing. We are trying to instill that discipline and that passion in them. So we want these guys to make a difference out there in the community, out there whenever they go back home. We want to see wherever they're coming from, people to see a positive change in these kids. Yeah, so I think we're calling on the well-wishers who would come on board to help us with a number of things, because at the moment we are facing quite a number of challenges We talk of training equipment, training kit, playing attire. We're talking of playing jersey. At the moment we don't have a jersey that we can say we're using as our official jersey. Training attire, playing attire. Our boys don't have any boots and whatnot. So we are calling on all well wishes within and outside Kitwe who would want to come on board and just help us grow our team and grow the sport of rugby. So whoever wishes to get in touch or wants to get to know more about Ndeke Falcon's rugby team, they can contact me on my following numbers, which are 0975 59 56 92. That's my Airtel line. And then for my MTN line, it's 0964 22 64 18. Our Facebook page, I think people can find us on Facebook. We've got a Facebook page which is Ndeke Falcon's rugby team. Yeah, so if you wish to know more about Ndeke Falcons, you can just search us on Facebook. You'll find us there. Yeah, thank you. And we're also trying to educate our boys about doping in sports, the negative repercussions that it's got on sports athletes. So we're trying to make sure we educate our boys about doping, as well as trying to prevent them from getting into those vices of doping and drug abuse out there.